So now in this lesson, we are going to kit bash our landscape, and we will use a landscape height map to create a landscape in this lesson. So first of all, we will open our previous landscape project that we created in our last lesson. And you will notice that once this will once we will load it, it will initialize all the files, it will compile all the shaders, and once we are done, it will be opened. Okay, so now we have here the file. Now what we are going to do here is that we will go to our landscape folder that we created, and we will make a new level, and we will call this landscape HM, like height map. Okay, so whatever you want to name it, you can name it. And I will just double click on it. It will ask me to save. I will save everything. And now, just like in the last class, we need some light. So I will go to the Windows, Environmental Light Mixers, and I will add all these lights one by one. Don't have to worry about them. We will learn about these lights in our next lessons. So right now, we just have to focus on the landscape itself. Now, here again, you have to go to the landscape mode. So actually, whenever you are done with the landscape mode, you can always go back to the selection mode, and your landscape will work as a regular landscape. Now, as in this lesson, we are not going to create our landscape like we did in the last class. We like from scratch, we will use a height map, already created height map. So I will go to this landscape option here. Okay. And here I will go to the import from file. And instead of create new, this time we will use import from file. So I will go to the height map file here. I will click it here, and I will search for my height maps. And you can find the link in the description below where you can find these. So I have a couple of landscape like height maps here. So for this project, I will choose number 5, and I will press open. And once I will do that, you can notice that it is created here, like a wireframe of it. Let me increase my camera speed. Okay, so I can quickly zoom out, and then I will zoom in later on. So once I'm done, once I'm done importing it here, I have to just click this import button, because all the other settings are okay. I don't have to change anything here. So once I will press import, what it will do is that it will convert this wireframe into an actual mesh. And here you can see that we are done. Okay, so you will notice that I have a really good landscape. Now, only issue is that you will see a lot of fog here, which is right because we are in the air. So as you will move to the floor, you will not see that fog here. But for now, what we can do is that I will go into this. First of all, let me go out of this landscape mode. I will go back to selection mode. And here in the outliner, what I will do is that I will take all my light components here and put them in a folder, and I will call this folder lights. Close it down. And here I will hide the exponential fog for now. So once we will move to the light, like the light setup exercise, we will learn how we can play with that. But for now, just because we are kit bashing, we are creating our own landscape here with the help of different elements, objects, or assets. So that's why we don't need the light at this stage. Once I'm done, what I will do is that I will go to the landscape here that I just created. And if you remember, I told you in the beginning, or like in the beginning of the last lesson, that we need starter content so that we can put some materials here. So what I will do, I will go in the content drawer. In my starter content, I will choose grass. I will search here grass in the starter content, and here I have the grass material showing up. So what I can do is that I will take this grass material, drag and drop over here on my landscape, and it will be applied on this. If you don't see it here, what you can do easily is that you can keep your landscape selected from here. Just scroll down a little bit and you will find here landscape material. So instead of dragging and dropping it directly on your landscape, you can take this material and drop it here. Okay, so once you will drop it here, you will see your grasses there. So now I can zoom in and you can see I have a very good grass material here. Okay, so now we have grass. So what we need to do is that we need to find a really good spot here where we can create our like we can start our kit bashing. Like we can put our rocks, grass, trees, and all the other stuff here. So what I will do is that maybe I think somewhere here it looks kind of good. Let me check from the far side, which is a good area. Yeah, I think I will go with this side. Okay. Now, as we are navigating on in our scene, so what can happen? What will probably happen is that we will lose our camera angle. So to be on the safe side, what we can do is that we can create a camera from this angle. Don't worry about the cameras. Once we will move to the camera exercise, we'll learn more in detail. But at this stage, I will go to this viewport option here. And then I have here create camera here option. And from here, I will choose Cine Camera Actor. Once I will do that, it will create a camera here, which will show me a preview. Okay. And from here, from the perspective viewport, I can go to my like cinematic viewport. So I don't see all different kind of symbols, or you can say like lines or guidelines or like boxes. And then I will go to my Cine Camera Actor and it will show me that. However, it is a wide angle. So what only thing I will change here is that in the Cine Camera Actor, once you will move there, you will find in the option lens setting. In the lens setting, I will choose 30 mm. So once it is done, then what I can do is that I can make a very nice looking shot here. Okay, just like this, with a really good ranges of mountains behind. Yeah, I think this is good. So this is my angle now ready. Now what I can do is that I can always come back to this angle. So at this stage, I'm inside my camera option. You can see that I'm piloting the active camera, which I created, this one. But I can go always back by ejecting this pilot camera mode. So once I will eject it, I will be back to my perspective viewport. And I'm still in the cinematic viewport. I can go to the default viewport if I want. So I can click it here. And now I don't have to worry about my camera option. But where is the camera actually placed? So what I can do is that I can just select the camera here and I can press F on my keyboard so that it will focus on that camera. So here is my camera, and all the items that I want to put should be somewhere here. So first of all, what I need to do is that I have to download some materials, okay, or you can say some like assets. So I can go to my project here. I can go to the Quixel bridge. And in the Quixel bridge, so I have to make sure I'm online. Then I will press browse now here. And also you have to make sure you are signed in. So let me sign in first, then I will come. So now I am signed in. Also, I'm online. So it's now showing me all the files here. So what I need to do at this stage is what I have already done is that I have downloaded different assets. which are now in the locals. So what I will do is that from these, I will choose a few of them and I will put them in my project. Like suppose I have this uh, like Tundra Mossy, like Mozzie Boulder. I will put that, I will add it. This one, I will add this. And then I have this as well. This is gigantic tundra terrain. So maybe I can add this as well. I have here wild grass. So wild grass is basically like a foliage. So we can paint with the foliage in our Unreal Engine on our landscape. So we can add a wild grass here. And you can see also like the quality. So this is like medium quality. This is nanite. So I will put this amaryllis, and this amaryllis is are the flowers. So that is also a foliage. I will add this. Let me check what else do we have here that can be added. Okay, now this is done. I think this is enough. So what I will do here is that I will go to my content browser here, and you will notice there is once you add your Quixel Bridge assets, it creates a Megascan folder for you. So now what I have to do is that I will go to the Megascans, and then I will turn on my filters that we added in the last few lessons. We will add this static mesh filter, and you can see all my static meshes here. But before doing that, I will go to my cinematic viewport, and then on my camera viewport. So like whatever I'm putting, I can see that easily. So I will take this rock tundra from here and I will put it somewhere. So I know how big it is actually. So I can just put it here somewhere. And if you will see that it's too far away, or so I will just press F on my keyboard. So it will take the camera next to it. So now you can see it's kind of closer, and oops, I can lower down the speed of my camera as well. So it will not move faster. And what I can do here is now I can go out of this mode, put this little further, plus I can go to the cinematic viewport here and I can pin this so I can see like what's going on. Otherwise what will happen, because I'm not in the camera mode, I'm outside the camera mode, I'm in the perspective viewport mode. So I don't know like what's going on in the camera. So what you can do is, if once you go to the camera viewport, you will see the preview of this. So you can, but this preview will only show if you're selecting your camera. But if you deselect, it doesn't show. So what you need to do is that to show it all the time, you have to click on it and press this pin button, and it will keep on showing you all the time. But if it is too huge or if it is too big for you, what you can do, you can go to the edit, and then you can go to the edit preferences. Okay, here you can search for camera viewport, and here is the camera preview size, and here you can reduce it. Right now it is 5, which is fine for me. Otherwise you can reduce it. If it is too small, you can increase it. So it's up to you, but for me it is fine. So what I will do is that I will just try to bring it more closer to the camera itself, but on the opposite side, something like this. So I'll just put it here, and you can see the shadow is a little bit weird here. The reason is that because from the back side, it is not, you can say, like closed. So it is open from that side. So what we can do is that we can put something behind it, like a cube or a plane, so it will not show that. So let me place it nicely. So just like this. Okay. Now it's fine. What else we can do is that we can take our boulder here. We can put this boulder behind somewhere. and little bit away from this rock. So because we don't want to see the rock here. And what else we can do is that we can go here, take a cube, and we can put the cube just here so it can cover the small areas. Let's deselect all the, like I have unchecked all the snapping, so I don't have any issue with the snapping here. Also, let's make the gizmo local. Yeah, so now it is better. You can see I don't have any light issue, but I just have to move this a little bit back so it doesn't penetrate. Okay, there is one slight option here. So what I can do, we can take this one and make a copy of this, but more smaller. Okay, now you can see it's all covered up. This side, as it's not showing too much, so it's not an issue. Or you can take another copy of this box and then you can put wherever you want. So you have to make sure nothing shows here. Now it's fine. So now next thing what I can do here is that I can go to my selection mode here. And instead of for selection mode, I will go to the foliage mode. Once you will go there, you will see that everything that is that can be used as foliage is showing here. So I have the flowers here and I have my grass here. So I will select all the grass with the shift key. Okay. What else you can do is that you can select the first one, press the shift key and select the last one. All of them in between will be selected. And what else you can do is that you can press the check mark. So all of them will be activated. So if I will now paint or erase or remove, it will only erase or paint or remove these. Okay. So every time you are going to apply on the screen the foliage, you have to select them. Even if you're erasing them, you have to select those which you want to erase, because the one that are selected will be only painted or erased or removed. So once you are done with this, what else we can do here is that we can go down here. Here we have density, how much you want. Maybe I want more grass, so I will make it 300. The radius, the size of this, maybe it is too much. So what I can do is that I can reduce the size of it. From this radius. Okay. Or if you start painting, you can see that it will start creating this on the screen. So what else you can do is that, let me undo it. You can use your left square bracket and right square bracket to increase and decrease the size of your brushes. So that's how you can increase and decrease from with the left and right square bracket also, or from here as well. Other stuff, scaling, I will keep it uniform. Maybe I can put a free scaling also, like some of are bigger, some are smaller, or variations. So I can add those variations here. So these are some like painting options here. In advance, you have some other options. Okay. And you can check all these. These are just to apply different variations. Some are rotated, some are small, some are big, some are left, some are right. So for those purposes, you can use that. But pretty much it is already set up. So what I will do is that I will a little bit zoom out and I will start painting around. But you have to be careful that wherever you paint, it paints over it. So don't overlap with the with these rocks, otherwise it will paint on the rock itself. You can paint around it, but don't paint over it. So this is how I will use this. And also, the painting actually what is doing is that it takes up your memory of your computer. So make sure you are only painting in the area that is visible to your camera. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? You will it will take the whole thing as your viewport, and it will consume the memory. So don't paint in the area that is not showing. Otherwise, you will be sacrificing a lot of memory. Now, what I need to do is that I have this some area here, so I want to paint some in this area as it looks very empty. So, which is fine. Now, what I can do is that I can erase some of them if I want to erase. Like I can press the erase button and then I can erase. Okay. So let me undo it. I don't want to erase from here. Maybe I want some flowers here. So I will erase this part. Okay. And what lets me undo one and undo it again, because I just want to show you one thing. In the erase density, I can make it 50. And what it will do is that if I will erase, all these will be erased, but with a density of 50. Okay. So you can see that it is erasing that part from here. Okay. And apart from that, I have here single option and reapply option as well that you can also do. And there is a remove option. But basically the best is to use the erase option. Now what I will do, I will go back to paint, uncheck all of them, and take all the flowers, check the flowers. I will use the density 100 and start putting the flowers. It's too much. So I will just put some flowers here. Not too much, some here. Okay, maybe it's a few here. And if I click on the rock, so it will put the flower on the rock. So you can do one thing. You can make your brush smaller, and you can click on one point, and then you can see that. Okay. And then what I can do here is that also I will uncheck all these, and I will take only this grass and fill this area because it's kind of empty. Let's make density 200. Oops. Make it 300. Okay. Or let's put some more inside here. And what else I can do is that I can take the single option here and apply singles. So now what else I can do is that I can go to Epic Games Marketplace, and I can search for trees, because few things I will take from Quixelbris, few things from here. So I have already downloaded one, okay, from the marketplace, and I will show you the one that I have it. Let's go to the library. So the one that I have it right now is the Megascan Trees European. So I will just click on this one because it's already downloaded. I will click on it, and I will click on show all the projects. Okay. And let me check if I have some more here. Because I downloaded a couple of them last time. So let me check. So yeah, I think I will use this one. So I will go to the show all project, because it is for it was created in 5.0 and I'm using 5.1 by 1, so I won't see any project here. That's why I have to press show all projects. And then the one that we have just created, the landscape project, I will select it. It's saying that the asset is not compatible with 5.1. Please select closest alternative version. So I will go here, choose the closest alternative, which is 5, and add to project. And when I will do that, it will start adding to the project right now. Okay, so now it is added. So I will go back to my Unreal. Let me close this one. And let's go back here. Now, I will come out of this foliage mode for a second and go to the selection mode so I can work on my landscape. Okay. First of all, let's organize it before putting the trees. I will take all these cubes and all this rocks. Put this inside rocks folder. Now what I will do here is that I will go to the content drawer, and you can see that here we have a new folder called Black Alder. So this is the folder that was created when I was putting my when I was adding it to my Unreal Engine, the project. So automatically it created the folder here. So I have different sort of trees. So let's see the tree that is not too weird. Let's take this tree and put this somewhere here. Okay, and let's go to the camera view and pin it up so that we can see what's going on. So you can see that you can put the tree wherever you want. Let's put it somewhere near to this. Okay, once you're done, what we can do is that we can go back to our Scenic camera view, so we can see what's going on. So we can have a better setup here. Okay, so now I think it looks kind of good. You can move it somewhere here where you can see the tree trunk. Now, once this is done, what we can do is that we can add few more. Let's pin this camera viewport here. Let's add a this one somewhere here, a little bit far away. Okay, so this is how it should look like. That's too huge. I need a small one. So what I can do is that I will take a small one, maybe this one. Yeah, this is good. I put it next to this. Yeah, that's fine. Now what else we can do here is that we can add some more grass. Okay, I'll go to the foliage and I will take all this grass, check them, and then I will take my paint option here. I think size is fine, because what I need to do is that I just want to paint the tree my grass around this so it blends with the floor, which is a good practice to do. Okay, so same thing I will do here to this smaller one. Okay, a bit here somewhere. Now, other than that, if you will notice, the density I have right now for this grass is not that high. Okay, so where it's gone. Okay, somewhere should be here. Okay, there is multiple values. What I can do here, instead of multiple values, I can choose here, because each like you can work on each of these grasses and then you can give them different values here. But I want the same value for all of them. So I will just choose 100. Okay. Make the radius a little higher. Okay. And also I will make, oops, let's make this here. And plus, oops, I will make this little bigger and then start painting in this area. Okay, I think this is too much. So what I will do is that I will reduce the density here, maybe 50, and make it a little bigger. Now, the reason I want to make it a little bigger is that I want to paint in most of at the back area, because it's very far away, so it's not shown in the camera. Okay. And then I can go back to my cinematic camera viewport and come out of uh, just to see if everything is okay here. Let's make this brush more smaller. And let's paint here a bit. Okay. And now I can go back to my selection mode. It will take a little time to load it up. It kind of looks weird right now, but don't worry, it will take a little time to load this up. And then you can set up your screen, like your scene the way you want it. Okay. Let's move out here. I think. So let's set it up just like this. So now things is fine. And you can come out of this mode. And if you think these grasses are a bit lesser in this part, so what you can do, you can always go back here in the foliage. You can add some more grasses here. Okay. Like you can go here in the paint area and paint some more. I will select all of them so I can get the option back here. Instead of 50, let's make this 100 for this closer area. So it's actually have to look like a gradient, just like in the gradient, you have the light color here, then the dark color here, just like that. So that's what you can do. But make sure you don't cover the whole area, otherwise it will take up your all memory. So whatever is shown in your screen, on your screen, you can use that like that option to create. So I think this much should be fine. And let's go back to the cinematic viewport. And yeah. Okay, so that's what we have right now here. But actually we don't have the lights here. because I left the light for the next class. So here what we can do, we can take this trees and stuff and put this, let's close this rocks, put this in a folder called trees. Now in the lights, what I can do, I can turn on my exponential fog here, which is obviously will not show you like much of the things, but when we will move to our next class where we have all this like light setups and everything. So that in that class, we will learn how to fix this. So for now, I will just close it down. You can see there are some grass on the rock, which is fine, but not too much. You don't have to put on all of them. And plus, it will take a little time to update this. Okay. Basically, this is used as a like high, you can say, low, like its level of details is quite low. So if I move it closer, it will start increasing. Okay, so this is how it actually works. So you can see that as I'm moving closer, so it's getting visible. But as I'm going further, it's more like getting blocky. So this is how it works inside Unreal Engine. So based on the level, like your camera view, your level of details works. So you have like different level of details. So this is how these level of details works inside the Unreal Engine. So I hope you have learned about creating a landscape from a height map, then adding different foliage to it, rocks to it, kit bashing with the like Quixel Bridge marketplace, and also with the Unreal Engine marketplace.
If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now and don't forget to hit the bell icon. By the way, I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So let's change that. Subscribe to my channel and be the part of the interactive community. Now, here's something really important I want to talk about. Please do not download my videos. Just watch them online. When you download them, it messes up my watch time hours. And that's a bummer. I want to keep creating awesome videos, but it's demotivating when I lose out on those stats. Thanks a bunch for your support. You guys rock. Catch you all in the next video.